Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, happy Friday. Are you guys tired of hearing from me yet today? So much excitement going on, and I just have so many fun things in the works. But today I thought I would bring a special Friday surprise. So, if you saw the title of what this is called, it's Thinking Pink with Betty. So, Betty and I were having a little call, a little chat, and I asked her if she would come on live with me in our group and do a little Q&A about what it means to be driving pink and all those things. So we're just going to bring her in. So hold on one second. Okay, there she is.
Hello, everybody.
McHenry.
Yeah, I feel like I'm your grandma.
Okay. Yeah, you're my grandma. So I'm going to share a little bit. So some of you that live in this area, you've met Betty. Some of you that have been in our unit for a while have heard me talk about Betty, but I want to share a little bit about Betty officially, and then I'm going to ask her some questions and let her talk, of course. So Betty's been in Mary Kay since 1982, and she met Mary Kay Ash. She was trained by Mary Kay Ash, and Betty lives, 50 minutes from me. So it's super convenient, and I'm just really blessed to have her in my life, and I want to share her. So let me tell you a little bit about her. She's married to Larry, and she has 4 grown children and 3 grandchildren. She joined Mary Kay because of the positive atmosphere, and at the time, she was a stay-at-home mom and wanted something for herself. And then her husband had some health issues, and she had to be the income provider and became a work-from-home mom. She has 3 first-line offspring directors. She's been in the National Court of Sales 6 times and Queen's Court of Team Building twice. And she is currently driving her 18th pink Cadillac, right? And your 19th is being built, right?
I believe we lost track. I think it's 18.
So many, she can't even keep track. Okay. She has 150 stars on her ladder, probably even more than that now. And that just means how many quarters she's been a star consultant. She has led her unit to the Circle of Achievement 9 times, 16 times in the $500,000 Circle and the Circle of Excellence 12 times, and has earned trips to places like London, Greece, Alaskan Cruise, Bermuda Cruise, Rome, Maui, Vienna, Scotland, and Switzerland, all courtesy of Mary Kay because of her achievements. Okay. Her greatest of all rewards was being voted the annual Miss Go Give by her peers, which Mary Kay always said that was the best. That is the best and biggest, highest honor. Since her children are grown, they continue to enjoy the flexibility and great income Mary Kay provides, and her goal is to teach women to enjoy a life of financial freedom and inspire others by passing on Mary Kay's words of wisdom. So welcome, Betty McHenry.
Well, I'm excited after hearing all that. I haven't heard it in a while. Thank you, Lauren. If anybody should be Miss Go Give, it should be you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh, no. Laura, not. We're not a lot alike, but we fit like a puzzle. Laura's strengths and my strengths just go together like hand in glove. And so I am so thankful and so grateful. And what I would like to advise everybody is find someone to run with. Find a running buddy. Find somebody who will challenge you. I have to tell you, Laura, we were in qualification for, I believe it was our 18th Cadillac, not long ago. I haven't even received it yet. And after all these years, I'm thinking, wow, this is kind of a struggle this time. Do I go for it, or do I just take cash? What do I do? And Laura's like, are you kidding me? You get it together, girl. You track it and you see where you are. And honestly, we have over met qualification every month since we earned the Cadillac. So I am so grateful for Laura because she breathes belief into me. And, you know, sometimes people don't look at someone else and say they need somebody to believe in them. But actually, we all need that, no matter where we are on the ladder. And we need someone who will help us stretch. And I just have to say, I'm here today because I want to just pour into you. I mean, I've had such a great life and a great career, and I'm so thankful for Mary Kay, because I'm not sure where I would be if it weren't for the Mary Kay opportunity. And I hope that people believe me. I mean, I'm so convinced that Mary Kay will fit into everyone's life. And if it doesn't, at least everyone should try it. Try it once, maybe twice. So thank you, Laura, for inviting me today to talk to all of your wonderful gals. I've been following you on Facebook and through Laura and my conversations, and I just feel like I know you all personally. So I hope I get to meet all of you. Sorry, we're not in the same seminar, but
I know that would be amazing. I
yeah,
know.
who knows?
I know. So one thing I just love to share. So first of all, so many of you, again, were part of our first Cadillac. And here we are re-earning a second Cadillac. And, it's the whole, what does that even mean? And I just think newer people, of course, what does that mean? I mean, she's driving it. What does it mean for me? And so I wanted Betty to share, that whole big picture with you guys, because obviously she's done it.
Yes. And I have to tell you, a director sometimes think, why would they work so I can drive this car? But over the years, what I've learned is that the gals, especially who've been with me for a long time, know how important it is. And it is important to you, even though maybe immediately you don't see it. They talk about it all the time. Being a pink Cadillac unit means that you are in the top 1%, Laura, of all the units. 1%. And so you can brag about being part of a top team. Right about a month or so ago, I hit a deer, and I am driving a red Equinox. And, actually, it's not a bad car, but everybody's devastated that I'm not driving a pink car, especially my consultants, because they tell their team and they tell their customers. And whenever we go somewhere, it's just look for the pink car. So I want to tell you, it's not about the director. It's about the unit. It's about the team and everybody working together to be number one, to be in that top 1%. And there aren't that many Cadillacs around anymore. And you're so close. And the quality of your unit is amazing. So if everybody just steps up a little bit, maybe 10% of what you did last month or last year, and just get it. Laura, this is your final month of earning the CAD, or going in, being able to go into 3 more months of qualification.
Correct.
So there's a lot of directors in my life after all these years. And I have to tell you, Laura I can't even explain to you how fortunate you are to have a director that goes over and above what she needs to do to be your director. And I don't mean just go and hold appointments with you or doing these Zoom calls. I mean, she is constantly feeding herself and listening to those who are where she wants to be, so that she can grow you, say the right words, give you the right advice, give you tips. And I'm very picky who I work with. Laura will tell you, because she'll ask me if I know somebody, and I'm like, nope. And she's the one I want to work with, and she knows that. I just don't know what to say, except being a Cadillac unit will do your business justice. It truly, it says something about you. And everybody in the Mary Kay world knows that it's not the director, it's the consultants. So when you go anywhere and run into another Mary Kay person, they know if you're in a Cadillac unit, you are exceptional. You've done your job.
Exactly. So, let's say we're at a retreat or we're at an event and they know
Mhm.
a consultant's in a Cadillac unit. They know that that consultant also is a hard worker because the Cadillac unit
Yes.
comes from everyone working together as a team and being engaged and working hard and really providing excellent Cadillac level service to their customers
Yes.
and representing this company.
Right. We've always said our goal is excellence. That's kind of our mantra. And the other one is consistency is the difference between an occasional winner and a champion. And I believe you need to find your pace and be consistent with it because we appreciate all of you. But the ones who are consistent are the ones who put the fuel behind the engine. They just make it work. And Laura and I have been talking a lot about consistency lately because I just appreciate my consultants that are consistent. Some have different lifestyles and can't put in as much time, but they can make a commitment to consistency. So if you can work 5 hours a week or 2 hours a week, maybe one appointment a week, or you can invest 20 hours a week and become and move yourself up the ladder. Whatever you choose, find your pace and follow it. That's my best advice to all of you.
That's great
Mhm.
advice. Yes, that's great advice. And then, okay, looking at where we are in the calendar and we're in December, we're in the throes of the busiest season, right, of our time.
Yes.
And so, what would you say to consultants that are juggling all the balls and, what do they even do? They're feeling overwhelmed with work commitments and family commitments and all the extra things that the holidays bring. So how do they even keep Mary Kay as even part of their focus?
Well, it comes again with that consistency. Decide how many hours do you want to invest in your business. But everything has to do with a plan. You have to get out your plan sheet, your date book, and say, tomorrow I'm going to work from 11 to 1 on my Mary Kay. On my lunch hour at work, I'm going to make 10 calls on my lunch hour. You have to make it and fit it in. It'll fit into creases and crevices everywhere. It's like that story of the English muffin where the butter just kind of finds the crevices. That's kind of what we're like. And you can do anything. And talk about being stressed and overwhelmed and having more on your plate. What about directors? I feel that way too. I feel that way. I mean, it's like Laura and I talk, and sometimes I just shake my head like I'm not sure where to start either. But if I didn't have my plan in place all the time, I wouldn't get anything done. And I certainly wouldn't be on this call today because something else would take precedence. But to be on this call with Laura is like number one priority for me. And she knows I just came from a funeral. And I had to get back. And the first thing I did before I even took off my shoes and my earrings was text Laura and say, okay, I'm home. I'm ready. Let's do it. So find your time. Find your time every day to do something. Set a goal that you're going to sell so much a week or you're going to book one person. Do you know if you book, just think about this. How long would it take you to book one person today? Who could you call and just book them for either December or January? I always say within the next 2 weeks. What could you say? And I think we have different types of customers. So you have to kind of decide, is this one going to want a glamour makeover for the new year? Is this one going to want a skincare refresher? Is this one going to want to see gifts? Whatever it is, call your customers and book an appointment. And if you get in the habit of booking one appointment every day, can you imagine what would happen to your business? Well, right now, being at the we're not even at the middle of the month. I don't know, that 60% off made me feel like it was the end of the month. And I woke up and I'm like, holy crap, we don't have until the 15th to even finish our star. So I would just say, decide, make a decision. First of all, are you in the game or not? Do you deserve to be in a Cadillac unit? Are you going to be part of it? Are you a team player? And then decide, what can I do without sacrificing? You don't have to sacrifice your family. You don't have to sacrifice anything that's more important. But you do have to fit it in there, because if you don't put Mary Kay in your plan, you'll find something else. You'll go put dishes in the dishwasher, clothes in the laundry. None of that is as important as this. So that's what I have to say. You can do anything you want to do, because you have 3 weeks. Can you believe that? 3 weeks. And yes, Christmas is in there, but we're just talking about a couple days. And yes, you want to bake. Yes, you have to shop. Yes, you have to wrap. Just schedule it in there. What hours of each day are you going to get your job done? Laura knows I have what I call a dump list, and I just keep it going. Everything I need to do this week goes on a dump list. And every night I look at my list and I say, what am I going to do tomorrow? And then I fill my calendar in at what times I'm going to do those things. I get everything done that way. I get more done than ever. But you have to really visually see everything you want to get done. And then everything will get done. I mean, really, we're women. We can do it all. We can. We're special.
Exactly. And I love, too, the calendar thing, to just remind people, if you have that to-do list and you find you're repeating that task because you didn't get to it, it's because you didn't tie it to the time frame on your calendar. That's the missing link. And a lot of the time we don't take the time to do that, but it is so important. And then we were talking earlier about this Kendra Scott bingo that's so exciting on Tuesday night. And that is really a way to just leverage other people promoting Mary Kay, having a contest, bringing in people that might not be your customer yet. So you can go out on your Facebook group and invite women that are your Facebook friends, but maybe they've not tried Mary Kay yet, and invite them to this. This is a partnership with a name brand company of jewelry that people love. It's extremely popular, and it's just going to be a super fun event on Tuesday night. And you will find that that event is going to introduce your customers to product. It's going to introduce them to booking and introduce them to joining Mary Kay. And so even just spending the next 3 or 4 days inviting to that could yield huge results, okay, that will help our whole unit and help us going into next year. So I just wanted to mention that, and I've shared some resources today for that. So definitely give yourself some time. And then the other thing, like Betty said, booking one thing a day. Yesterday, I booked one of my appointments this morning, and in 30 minutes, it was a $180 order, a 30-minute video chat. And she had a list for me. She's like, I wanted to ask you, what about this issue that I have? And what about, and, she really had notes. She took it seriously and wanted the help. And so that was actually after I gave her Beauty Bucks, because I do a little Beauty Bucks program, which you guys all know about it. After the Beauty Bucks, that's what she spent. So at any rate, it's still very possible. And she bought some gifts, and she's worried about her skin, and she wants her skin to look good. So we just always the belief in what we offer, right? And seeing somebody like Betty who's been so successful. And that's what we need to remind ourselves, because there's all these naysayers out in the world, but in the Mary Kay world, there's a lot of success stories, right, Betty?
That's right. And talk about naysayers, I had them all. And it just instead of backing off when they say that, just get angry and go to work. Just go, I'll show you. And that's exactly what I did. But it's all about choices. You either want to have flexible time that you can schedule, or you want to go work for someone else. You want somebody else to write your paycheck, or you want to write your paycheck. It just comes down to choices. And I much rather would sit in my office and talk to Laura and be on the Zoom call than be behind an office working for someone else. So there's so much opportunity here. There is just a load. So I would suggest you re-recruit yourself as well. Go through the marketing plan and pretend that you're not a consultant. Why did you join? Why would you join? Why would others join? And we need to be re-recruited. I mean, there are times when I say, I'm going to go open a pizza shop. Somebody has to re-recruit me, pull me back in. It's not any different for directors than it is for consultants. We just have the power to stay where we are and make the right choices. And before I don't know how long this is, but before we leave, the one thing I want to tell you is congratulations on a fabulous day for 60%. Oh my gosh, you guys blew it out of the water. I have more belief in you than I ever did. And I've always had belief in you. But now I know you can actually do it. And by the way, my unit is somewhat larger, but you beat us that day, that's for sure. I'm like, yay, Laura, you go. And there's nothing more exciting than having someone that you believe in and trust you. And I'm just so thankful for Laura that I couldn't be happier. So I want to just congratulate all of you who were smart businesswomen and women and took advantage of that wonderful opportunity. And I think the company is seeing how well it went too.
Yes.
Better than double credit.
Nathan Moore, he called it epic. It was an epic day. Oh my gosh. Yes. Epic. Yeah. Epic. So, and I had some people that weren't able to take advantage for whatever reason. And I have a little special promo going on for those of you that weren't able to take advantage. So reach out to me because tomorrow's the deadline for holiday delivery. Okay. So if you want a second chance, or if you're still working to be a star, we need to talk. So Betty, I thank you for your time today. Seriously. Thank you so much for sharing.
I love working with you.
Thank you. And I know my unit appreciates it. And I can't wait for them to hashtag replay. I do see some people are on, but I'm not even looking at the screen. I was so engrossed. I don't even know if we've got any comments. I was so engrossed with our conversation. Hold on. We do have Pam and Maya are watching and Sherry. So hi, you guys. And Kathy. So yay. So yes, we all appreciate you. And thank you so much. And what do you say? We'll have her back when we earn it, right? We'll have you back when we earn it for a little party. Does that sound good? Okay. All right. So thank you so much. And I'm going to disconnect here. And by the way, this was Betty's first StreamYard experience. So isn't that fun? And so she likes it, right? Betty, is it good?
I do. I love it.
I'm going to send you the link.
We'll do more.
Join the StreamYard party. Okay, everybody. Take care. I'm here for you. Thanks again, Betty.
All right, honey.